Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Free Your Soul Tarot and Happy New Year. It's been a while since I've posted, but I was really called today to do a reading. In fact, I kept seeing signs around me that kept drawing me towards readings. So let's do a quick reading for a quick check-in with the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. So this is a twin flame reading, but it's also for anybody in a high-level soulmate connection. All right, so here we're going to do the Divine Feminine. Here we're going to do the Divine Masculine. We'll have some connecting energies in the middle, and we'll clarify as we go as needed. So for the Divine Feminine, I'm using the Ethereal Visions Tarot. It's a gorgeous deck with some really beautiful sort of gold overlays that that the artist has placed. The Light Seers, which is a, oh wow, Empress energy. The tried and tested and true deck that is a beloved for all the readers. And then finally we'll have the connecting energy with Cyril Marchetti's Gilded Royale Tarot. All right, so let's give this deck a quick shuffle. All right, so let us get a significator for the Divine Feminine. And as I'm shuffling, please remember that, tarot does not embody any particular gender or sex. And if the message resonates with you, then it's for you. Tarot is also for entertainment purposes only, of course, as we know. So please read the disclaimers at the bottom. Okay, beautiful. So for the Divine Feminine, we get the overall message is temperance. So this is definitely going to be a very healing time for the Divine Feminine. I'm just going to make sure everything is in shot. And maybe like flip this over so you guys can actually see it. So for the Divine Feminine, it's the energy of temperance. Okay, so how is she thinking and feeling about the connection right now? All right, strange. My deck is in reverse, so she's got the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So I guess put it this way for you guys to be able to see. She has the Knight of Cups upright and the Six of Pentacles upright. Interesting energies already. What are her next likely steps that she's going to take towards this connection? We have the Judgment card upright. The Queen of Cups upright. And Page of Wands, okay. And at the bottom of the deck for the Divine Feminine is the Nine of Pentacles. So interesting energies. I'm just going to put that down here. Let's do a quick shuffle for the Divine Masculine. The fact that the Empress is at the bottom of the Divine Masculine's deck is just intense, as well as the Ace of Swords. So right off the bat, I can tell you, Divine Feminine, you are on the Divine Masculine's mind. And the fact that there's the Hanging Man and the Ace of Swords, they're aware. They are 100% aware of their feelings, of how, important you are to them. And just, you are on their mind. All right. So let's get a significator for the Divine Masculine. We have the Knight of Swords for the Divine Masculine significator. 3 cards for how they're thinking and feeling about this connection. King of Swords. We may have to adjust everything, guys, so that everything is in shot after. I don't read off the floor, but I do see what the card is, and it's the Strength card. So King of Swords, Strength card, 9 of Wands, but it fell upside down. And then finally, the Five of Pentacles upright. Okay. With the Strength card on the floor. So we'll just keep that in mind as we're reading. And then what are the likely outcomes that the masculine is going to take in this connection? I've pulled this card and it's in the reverse. So the Devil in the reverse. Okay. What else? Okay, Five of Cups in the upright. And the Four of Swords in the upright. All right. Interesting. At the bottom of the deck for the DM is the Six of Swords. So that's the energy of moving away. But I'll clarify and confirm. Moving away from what, right? All right, so let's get a significator for this connection. The bottom of the deck, beautiful energy, Four of Wands. Tapping into a gorgeous, soulful connection. Okay, so what the significator for this particular connection that I've tapped into is the moon. Thinking and feeling, how are these two thinking and feeling about each other, right? So we know how they're thinking about and feeling about the connection, but what is the sort of energy between each other? Six of Pentacles in the upright. And finally, likely outcome. Six of Swords, okay. Okay, Six of Swords in the upright, okay. At the bottom of the deck, the Four of Wands stayed, so I'm just gonna put that here. Let's just make sure everything is in shot so you guys can have a look. And I apologize, I'm getting a couple of things to get, a little bit better in terms of like what you guys can see as well, because this is no fun and for anybody, including me and you. But I think everything is in shot right now. All right, so let us focus on the Divine Feminine first. Usually it is the Divine Feminine that is leading the charge in terms of just the healing process, because it is through her healing that the energy starts to get grounded. The energy starts to get that healing through it, and then through that, additional healing flows through the relationship. Is, at least in my humble opinion and in my experience, is how these relationships have worked. And I know of quite a few twin flames in my friend circle in life, and I guess you find your community, right? So the overall sort of significator for the Divine Feminine is the Temperance energy. She is in healing mode right now. She is learning the lesson of yin and yang. She's flowing with the emotions, but she's also got the sort of knowledge coming into her from the universe. This is the card of somebody who is just spreading her wings and pouring the love out into her world, into her universe, and it's going to be for everybody. She isn't just healing for herself, she's actually healing the connection fully. How is she thinking and feeling about this connection right now? So I'll be very honest, with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, the Knight of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles upright, she isn't working on this connection anymore. And I can tell you, it's clear. Seven of Pentacles is sitting and waiting and watching and trying to get trying to see, hopefully all of the work that you've done bear the fruit of that labor. Now, she is not sitting and waiting anymore. She's waiting for what she wants. I can clearly sort of see this is she wants equal give and take with the Six of Pentacles. She wants the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a energy that isn't shy to show their full love, to offer that full cup, that uninhibited, ready to give it. The one thing that I will say about the Knight of Cups is they're still wearing a shield, but their face is exposed. So at least they can communicate how they're feeling. They're not completely open, but you do see with the fishes in here, there's a lot of emotion and a lot of water in here. So definitely somebody, she's looking for somebody who has enlightenment around how they're feeling, because their crown is lit up, and that they can offer that cup of love very equally to their partner. She's also looking for the same, so kind of like that equal giving has come up twice. One from a perspective of emotions, and I think another from a perspective of just communicating fairness, you know. I think in many aspects of her life, she is not willing to wait around for things that may never bear fruit or that are going to take too long. If she can give, she expects it back in return, and she's giving as she's learning through that temperance energy. She's definitely sitting with this Nine of Pentacles energy. She's sitting in pre-Empress energy right now. The likely outcomes for her within this relationship right now is the Judgment card, the Page of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. It's Judgment Day for her. It's kind of like shit or get out of the pot a little bit in her mind, because with the Judgment card, she's blowing the horn, basically. If you see, there's this ethereal vision in the clouds, and you can see that these souls are ascending up towards the sky, and I think that's what she's now waiting for. She is now ready to get there. She doesn't want to feel stuck in any kind of like 3D energy. She has this Page of Wands innocence, you know, that this Page of Wands is just, it's a passionate energy that just goes for what it wants. It does not think about consequences. It is a little bit curious, a little bit scared of the new, but it's not something that holds back the Page of Wands. This Page of Wands is ready for an adventure, and she has all of the love to give. She's the Queen of Cups. She's sitting in the Queen of Cups energy, and it could very easily, honestly, depending on how the tides turn, with the DM, the Queen of Cups is ready to give that energy to the DM as well. But she isn't afraid to bring forth judgment if it is needed. She is not standing at the edge waiting for things to happen anymore. She has the full love. She has that unconditional love. She has that soul nurturing, beautiful love. And you know what I just noticed in this card are these two beautiful seahorses, again, next to each other. And seahorses have a lot of equal partnership. They mate for life. They actually love their partner. And male seahorses give just as much, in fact more, in some cases than female seahorses do to their young and help raise a family. So she is looking for that stability, you know. All right, so now that we've gone through that, let's talk about the DM. The significator for the DM is the Knight of Swords energy. So definitely somebody whose feet are burning. Like if you see the bottom of the shoes of this guy, his feet are on fire as he's like trying to run towards something. Now, the reason I say something is because I still want to kind of talk through some of this. How they're thinking and feeling right now is the King of Swords in the upright and the Nine of Pentacles in the upright. They know what they're going to lose. They're fully aware of what's happening and what they run the risk of losing. They feel that they have been left out of the cold. And I think it is in many different situations and places, not just feeling left out of the cold in this connection. I think they are realizing they're sitting. I don't necessarily think this guy's going to do much talking. The King of Swords sort of sits there on the perch. He's got all these birds, so there's a lot of intuition around him, especially that bat there. So there's some secrets probably that are coming to light. And I don't believe it's just in this connection, but I think with how she is no longer looking to work on this with him, right? She's got temperance, so she's healing. She's healed. She's further along in that journey. His defenses are down though. With the Nine of Wands in reverse, his defenses are starting to fall. And that is very telling, because that's what's going to help him run faster towards this connection. He has something to say. I do warn you though, because the Knight of Swords is a significator. When it comes to temperance, which is a major arcana, this does not hold a flame to that. This is just somebody who has something to say and they need to get it off their chest. right? And that's no way to approach somebody who you say you love. Okay, so let's keep going. So how are they, what is the likely outcome right now? So that's how they're thinking and feeling. They know something, they've learned their truth, they've learned their knowledge. While the Knight of Swords is a significator, there's definitely a King of Swords type of energy. You know, they're sitting in that knowledge, that truth. They have the sword of the Ace of Swords. The defenses are down. Because it's Nine of Wands in the reverse, and then they're feeling left out in the cold. They feel like they have lost you. They feel like they don't know how to get back to you. The only thing that I would be screaming at somebody who was, you know, in this like woe is me, is that there's a key right there in the back, while this girl is crying that she can't go out, but the key is right there. So, all right, so outcome. We have the Devil energy, the Five of Cups energy, and the Four of Swords energy. And I don't know why they're all in the reverse. I'm just going to put them upright. So the Devil energy is, they're obsessed. There's a bit of an obsession in this situation. I would say there's definitely, I don't see enough healing here to be able to tell you that they're going to come completely right to you in this situation, because they're running towards you. But what I can see is that they're running out of hopelessness, out of sadness. They are doing some healing. So we do have Four of Swords here, which is a minor Temperance, I would say, or a minor Dark Night of the Soul, where they're taking a little bit of a deep breath and just resting. But they're coming from this Five of Cups energy. Five of Cups is the energy where you're crying over all of these spilled cups that you see here. However, what this person has failed to notice is that there are two cups that are still full, and there's one that's filled with the rainbow. And the rainbow is love. The rainbow is your connection. They are obsessed with it, though. They're obsessed with you. They're obsessed to like bring you back any way, shape, or form. The only part that I don't like is that you still see those strings, those puppeteer strings. So they're not coming authentically. They're not bringing their best foot forward. They're not bringing their deepest, darkest, you know, desires and truths, and communicating with you as an equal. They're not bringing that to you, at least with what I see. At the bottom of their deck is the Six of Swords. So I think your person does want to escape this kind of behavior. I think they want to escape the feeling of being left out in the cold. I think they want to escape the sadness that they're feeling. There's a lot of fives and sixes here, with the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, and then with the Six of Swords, you know, and the Four of Swords. I would say there's a lot of healing right now. I would not touch this DM with a 10-foot pole until there's some serious healing that happens. You are in a beautiful place with the Queen of Cups energy, Judgment energy, Temperance energy. Like, if you think about where you are in this journey, beautiful DFs, it's in a place where you're completely in a different level of this journey right now. And I don't know if you know, this would pull you down, this would bring you back down, this would make you feel like, oh shoot, I thought that I had fixed these things, I had healed these things, what is going on? Okay, so moving into the connection now between the two of them. The connection's actually pretty strong, and I always find it strange and rather like hilarious, even when I read and see other people's tarot readings online on YouTube, or you know, on their blogs. The connections are beautiful. DF is looking marvelous with these amazing strong cards of growth and, you know, passion and love. And like looking at all of this, the connection is gorgeous. So the connection right now has the significator of the moon. So I don't believe DF, you know just how quickly this DM is going to be coming at you. You also don't know a lot of the secrets that the DM has learned in the last few, I want to say like months, like a couple of months. I'm not saying like weeks, I'm just saying a couple of months. And there are other reasons why DM could be feeling left out. you are definitely not talking or working on this relationship. So that's a little bit of that, like, I'm feeling left out. But I also think that there may be, if there's like a third party energy, then definitely there's something happening there. DM's not going to be telling you what, because he is the King of Swords. So then that's like an observant energy. Sit back, know everything, but not really cut until you have to cut. Not really tell anybody until you have to tell. So there's a moon energy here because of that. Universe is saying they're tied up, like all of this is tied. If you see this this little crab here, it's kind of like pulling on the levers, but it's also kind of chained to that machine. So yeah, you don't know what you don't know yet. Do not let that pull you down from this gorgeous energy of temperance. For how they're both thinking and feeling for each other, I have seen the same card now appear between the DFs, how she's thinking and feeling, as well as what the connecting energy is thinking, and like the thoughts and feelings that they have about each other, which is the Six of Pentacles. They both want to give. They both want to give equally. And I think that if you think about the DM, it goes from the Five of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles, and she's already there. So he is actually wanting to progress to where she is. Within this thoughts and feelings, both of them want to give equally in feelings, but none of them are talking about it. And then finally, for the likely outcome, there is definitely a walking away energy, and with the Six of Swords, which is funny because that was actually on the bottom of the deck for the DM. So I'm picking up a couple of energies here with this card. I think DF, you are getting ready to find your next adventure. Now, by that, please don't take it the wrong way, because I know my heart used to sink every time I would hear a reader say that. But with the Judgment, you've passed Judgment on this already. Like, you've reached a point where you're literally able to tell yourself, I said and did everything possible here, and I am ready to find something new. I want to feel more. I want to be given more. I am looking on the horizon, and I am off on my adventure. And I'm doing this with unconditional love for myself as a Queen of Cups, and I am moving on. That's the energy that I get here as a likely outcome between the two of them. What does it say for the DM though? The DM got the same card at the bottom of the deck, which is, what you don't see coming, or what could be a likely outcome energy. DM definitely is walking away from some of these dark energies that he is currently sitting in. With the Four of Swords, he's healing, but he's doing healing on a different level than the DF. DF is doing some mastery, while the DM is just healing from sadness, woe is me, defensiveness from the past, like be feeling like they've been left out in the cold, defensive about everything, feeling like they're melancholy and crying over spilt cups, and then feeling like they're, puppets. Either they're being puppeted, like they're somebody's puppet, or they're trying to puppet, be the puppeteer here. I'm just leaning into the energy right now. DM is going to be walking away from some of this energy, but I still don't see enough here to make me feel like DM, anytime soon, anything's going to change in this particular scenario. Now, not everybody's scenarios are these scenarios. Not everybody's scenarios are where DM is taking time out. DM is in this like sad energy as well. At the bottom of the deck for the significator that I was looking through, I do see the Four of Wands. I think that at the end of the day, this connection is strong. And given the way the DF has already healed, and where she's going with Judgment and the Temperance energy and the Queen of Cups energy, this is going to sound silly to some, but not to others. You're already with this person in the 5D. And I think it is because DM is probably able to sense that DM doesn't feel good in the 3D, so it's like DM knows that he has to rush towards the DF. There's just no reason why, and the reasons that they know they're not talking about. I'm going to pull one, actually, let's pull 3 additional cards for what should the DF do now? Like, how should she proceed in this? Holy shit. Sorry, guys, I don't mean to be like swearing over here, but tarot amazes me. Okay, so I got 3 cards. Okay. So what should DF do in this situation? What are her next steps? So Temperance, continue healing. Do not stop healing. You are bringing so much light to people. You're understanding the yin yang energy that exists in this situation. You're understanding that what you heal is what they heal, and what they heal is what you heal. You understand that bringing light into dark spaces is good, but you also need to unconditionally love the dark in everybody. You're also being told to stand firm in your power. You have the knowledge, like this emperor is holding all these scrolls, so definitely you have the knowledge of the universe. You have this like deep passion within yourself. Just hold on to that. Hold on to your inner strength, because the strength card was on the floor as well. I just remembered that. And then Page of Swords. So I don't particularly love the Page of Swords energy, but there are birds sitting on the sword of this little man, little boy. So if DM approaches you, there are birds sitting on your sword, meaning do not cut until you listen. Let that intuition guide you into your next steps with the DM as they come in, because they're definitely coming in. They're feeling the pull, right? They're feeling the pull. They have like an obsession about it, and they know about this now. They're like completely understanding just how deep it is with you. Do not let them bring you down to their level. Continue healing, DF. You do not need to be at their level. All right. So my dear DMs and DFs, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this was helpful. I'll keep doing these check-ins if you guys are liking this video. If you could give me a like or a subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. It'll help me understand what you guys would like to see more of. And I'll also try and do some zodiac sign check-ins for your sun, moon, risings as well shortly. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I wish you a beautiful week. Bye.